Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live, and we are live from beautiful west side of Fort Worth, Texas, not off the trails. We're down the street from Brewer High School. I've got the pleasure of having one of our out of town guests, though. Our first interview of the day is going to be the head coach of the Katy Destroyers. I've got Coach Cooley. He's going to give me a little bit more information about his program and what him and his team plan on doing tomorrow. So, Coach, man, just tell us a little bit more about your team and the community that these young men come from.
All right. Thank you. First of all, we appreciate you guys having us. Pleasure to be here. Well, we started second grade with a lot of these kids, second grade, and we just kept growing and growing. And over the years, we've small town, Katy, Texas, and we've just been slowly expanding. So now we're 13U, and we travel all over the country now, trying to showcase our talents.
All right, now you guys are coming from Katy. It's a small town, but as far as small towns, you guys, football wise, have a big reputation. So tell me, what does coming from a town like Katy that has a team like Katy High School, what does that do for your program, and how does that influence your coaching and your team?
So one of the advantages of coming from a small town is that community feel. So you have the community behind you, the entire Katy community. So some of our kids go to different junior highs. A few of them will go to different high schools, but that whole community feel will be behind us. When we win, the whole community is behind us. Last year, 12U, we traveled and we won big tournaments. The kids got excited because the articles were written in the local newspapers. They got congratulated. Everything short of a parade. So hopefully, this weekend we bring nationals back home. Hopefully, we'll get that hometown parade.
Now, speaking of coming from an area of a powerhouse, Katie's not. Oh, you guys aren't the only big dogs in town as far as Katie 7-on-7. So, what's it like having another very competitive program with the Mike Evans Academy being coming out of the same town? Probably a lot of the kids know each other. What's that rivalry been like as you guys start to come up in the game?
Well, it's been an intense rivalry, so we know each other well. But iron sharpens iron, and we competed against them every year. I'd like to say, well, without a doubt, we've come out on top more times than not. So, but the rivalry is good.
All right. Well, this is going to be a very impressive performance. Now, before I let you go, we always like to end with any shout outs or any organizations you want to bring light to. So, before we go, we want to know what's your Instagram page, if you guys have a Facebook, and if we want to follow your program as you guys progress even after this tournament, how do we do so?
Okay. Well, we have a social media presence. Our website, destroyer7on7.org. You can follow us on Twitter at destroyer7on7. And we hope you guys keep following us. And especially now that this season is coming to an end, we'll be online. We'll be recruiting for next year, our 14U team. So go Destroyers.
All right. Well, man, it's been a great interview here with Coach Cooley. I'm going to go ahead and let him get to wrangling up his players because they're all over this hotel enjoying this premier experience here at this premier event. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. It's Channing Humphrey. We are back, still here in beautiful West Fort Worth. Almost messed it up there. But I've got my guy, Josh Garcia. He's all the way from Katy, Texas, a Houston area representative. Now, man, he's one of these quality players that came up here with the Destroyers. So he's the first of many interviews we're going to have for this team. So he's going to get the privilege of setting the tone. So if you mess up, everybody can do better than you. But if you set the bar high, then you will be the winner. But anyway, man, so it's been a long journey, a long season. You guys have an opportunity to end it with the state championship, man. What has this season been like with the Destroyers?
It's been fun and fun to be around people that I'm used to and know a lot. So.
All right, man. Well, your coach was telling us a little bit earlier. You guys have been together since second grade, man. So unlike a lot of these 7-on-7 programs going to be here, most of them are teams that have come together within the last couple of years. They do their regular thing, and then they come together on this kind of an all-star team afterwards. You guys have the benefit of chemistry. So what's it been like basically growing up with this group of guys?
It's been amazing to have a bunch of memories with the people that I play football with, all the time.
All right, man. Well, you know, semi-pro live, we don't like to do it all the way football. So nobody can get on my live and talk about how awkward this long pole is. I didn't have my splitter for mics. Now, so man, tell me, man, what are you involved in outside of football?
I play basketball and track for my school team, and that's pretty much it.
So you a hooper. All right. Aw, man, you a hooper. You put basketball then track, so you can't be a fast guy. So, hey, he fast, man. I ain't trying to mess up no recruiting. Now, anyway, so, hey, we trying to get you to college. But, so what I want to know, man, so what position do you play in basketball?
I play, shooting guard and small forward sometimes.
Okay. You're Trey Young with a little bit less passing. All right. So, man, what aspects of your basketball game do you bring over to the football game?
My my leadership and that's pretty much it.
I mean, leadership is a good one. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lineman, so I'm fat. I was going to say something basic like spacing. But leadership, that was a better answer than what I would have gave. So, man, so I got to ask you a real question, man. We're over here. I'm masked off because I've been vaccinated. But, man, this has been a COVID season. A lot of things in life has been different. A lot of things have been going through some changes. So, man, what kind of changes have you had to adjust to playing flag in this COVID season, basically, because a lot of teams didn't even get to play last year?
I think it's an opportunity that we get to play during the season because a lot of states don't get to play. Like I know a lot of states that didn't get to play in their season, but Texas did, so that's good.
All right, man. So before we go ahead and wrap this up, man, do you have any shout-outs? Anybody you want to bring light to while you got the opportunity?
No.
So, we do semi-pro live. So, I had an interview planned before, so we're gonna do it again because on semi-pro live we rewind it. So we're gonna take it back. Now, when I ask you if you have someone to give a shout out to, you can the person who drove you here, paid for the hotel room, bought the uniform. So we're gonna go ahead and rewind that back. So. Man, Josh, as we get to the end of this interview, man, I know you got a very important person you would give a special message to.
My mom and my dad, because they always pay for things, and my mom drove me here, and yeah.
And keep him well fed. So, hey, before we let you go, man, put names, first and last names on the mom and dad.
Vanessa Garcia and Peter Garcia. I also have a shout out to all my coaches for the work that they put into to us.
All right. And look, he's good to recruit because he didn't name any girlfriends, so his head's on straight. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. So, gotta either. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I've got another one of these premier athletes with the Katy Destroyers. I got Ty Sexton with me. He's going to tell me a little bit more about this Destroyers program as we get ready to go into this state championship tournament brought to you by Premier Events. So, man, just wanted to catch up to you as a player, man. So what school are you attending and what's your estimated graduation date?
I go to Sayers Middle School, and I don't really know my graduation day.
It's all right, man. What grade you in?
8.
Hey, look, a lot of kids don't know, and I don't put pressure on y'all because the graduation date wasn't a thing until we got to high school. Now they start asking, sixth graders and stuff when you gonna graduate. You might graduate early, who knows? But anyway, man. So, what's the journey been like to get to the state championship?
It's not really hard, but we've all been working hard, to get here. Doing a lot of practice and conditioning and stuff.
So, as a receiver, well, actually, I think it was your father maybe in the background told me you're a running back and a slot. So, you play slot receiver and you play running back. So, out of 7-on-7 and the full contact game, which one do you enjoy more?
Probably full contact.
All right. That's a smart answer because no coach wants to hear that. Now, hey, you're a receiver. I thought you might say, 7-on-7. You guys get to travel a little bit more. You're staying at this luxurious hotel, future sponsor. But so, you never know. You might have enjoyed the 7-on-7. So tell me, what kind of things do you do outside of football?
Play basketball and I run track.
All right, basketball and a track run. So do you have any hobbies outside athleticism?
Play with friends and play the game and stuff like that.
What games you be on?
Fortnite, Call of Duty, 2K, and Madden.
Fortnite.
I don't play like that no more though.
All right, man. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? My son you see over there? I wish we could swing the camera. Where's my producer? Swing over the camera. My son want that smoke. He heard that Fortnite. He might be coming for you. You gonna drop that gamer tag?
I mean, if you want it, yeah.
Ooh, I might have to get some V-Bucks. That could be a nice sponsor too. I'm just saying. But anyway, so outside of that, man, do you skateboard? Are you involved in any community programs? Anything special you guys do in school? Any clubs?
No, not really. I do all K-level classes. It's like pre-AP, like the best classes of them all, like the smartest ones.
Oh, I don't do nothing at school, just all the extra stuff at school.
Pretty much.
All right. So, man, when did you start doing that?
Since 3rd grade.
Third grade. So you've been a high-level student pretty much the majority at this point of your school career. So what do your parents do to make that possible for you? Do you do any extra studying? Do you have a tutor? Is there any special techniques they go over with you?
I just go home and study. Pretty much, that's it.
All right. Well, hey, man, we got an athlete with great study habits and a great work ethic. So, man, let's go back to your athletic career, man. So, as far as state champ, you guys are a high-level team. You guys have been doing this together for a long time. What does it mean to you to end up in this state championship? You guys only have, I think 2 more years together as a group. So, you're not going to get too many more of these opportunities. So, what does this one mean to you?
It means a lot, especially since we're going to go get this ring. It's going to be good and be happy with all that. Yeah.
Okay, man, I like it. You got a little bit of spice to you. All right, well, you might be a in-the-game final message candidate for tomorrow, so we'll catch up to you guys on that one. Now, before I let you go, man, I should have did this with Joshua. Joshua, I'm going to tag this on your video, but do you have a Twitter or an Instagram so if there's any recruiters watching, they can follow you?
Nah, but I'm going to get to that. I'm going to start making one. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to make one.
Yeah, he'll have a Twitter soon. It'll be his first and his last name, as plain as possible, easy to find. So before I let you go, man, do you have any shout-outs or any organizations you want to bring light to before we get done?
To my dad and all the coaches that I had, and Ms. D, and all of, the parents, the supporters and all that, yeah.
See, he's smooth with it. He's a quick learner. Before we go, we always like to let the parents get some love because they paid a lot of money to get us out here. Make sure you put the first and last name on your mama. Everybody's mom's name is mom.
Trinice Sexton and Emil Sexton.
All right, shout out to the Sextons. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live.
Used to be a dreamer, but you know I found.
Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. We're back. Another one of these great Katy athletes, man. No, we don't get them at Katy High School yet. We're catching them before they become superstars. I've got my guy, Tyler Skabonik, out here. Now, I'm not just great at reading last names. This is a future college athlete. He put it on here phonetically. Made it easy for me. So, Tyler, man, we know you're a smart guy. What position do you play?
QB.
I knew you played quarterback. I just didn't want to risk saying it and looking dumb. So, man, we got the quarterback, the captain of the ship, man. So you're here. How many national championships do you have under your belt? I have to ask you that since you guys are such a seasoned team.
We got one, but we should have win way more. But if we fix the simple mistakes, it's going to be wraps for this tournament.
Okay. A little bit of swag to him, too. I like that. So, man, with your opportunity to get your second national championship, we know these don't come easy, man. What does this opportunity mean to you and your teammates?
Just winning will, pay off all the hard work we've been doing at practice and stuff. So, yeah.
All right, man. So what has this season been like? I know it's a little bit weird. We're in Texas, so you may have got to play last season. A lot of these teams at this tournament, this is actually their first season back from being on break from COVID. What has football been like with all the adjustments?
It's been easy and hard. Not be able to play my own age, like some 14U people be. It's a little bit harder, but we'll be able to adjust.
All right, man. So how long have you been a quarterback?
All my life, for 5 years, 6 years.
Okay. So, man, what's your favorite part about playing quarterback?
Just being the captain of the field and leading my team to victory.
All right, man. So quarterback's a unique position. So if you're a football fan, you know the rest of us play football, the quarterbacks play quarterback. They're playing a whole different sport than us. How do you deal with the pressures and the responsibilities that go along with being the quarterback and having that much leadership put on just your position by nature?
Well, my team really has my back. My receivers, my running backs, they all got my back, and I know they'll go get the ball if I throw it out there.
All right, man. So outside of football, actually, we know you're a smart guy because of the great notes you gave me. So what kind of other activities are you involved with outside of athletics?
I play other sports, but I'm in theater. I love being an actor. I like being the funny dude on the field. I always crack some jokes.
So hold on, we gotta dig on that one, man. So what was the last performance you guys did? What was the last play that you guys put on?
Yeah, see, it was the Little Mermaid. But other than that, it was okay because I was the dude. So.
So were you the dude with the legs, or were you like the king? Or
I was definitely the king. Definitely the king. Okay. I was definitely the king.
So you weren't the dude with the legs. You see how you trying to play that one off, man? All right, man. They had you out there swimming. Okay, so a jack of all trades. He got up here all buttoned up like he didn't have any personality, but we can catch him on a stage near you somewhere. All right, man. So what actually sparked your interest in getting involved in theater?
My favorite actress is Kevin Hart. He's definitely the funniest person. If I'm down, I just know how to crack jokes and get back up super easily.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Man, hey, this is on my producer, Jasmine Mays, Misty Jones on Facebook if you want to come for her neck. But the producer wants to know, you got a joke for us? That's terrible. I know it was terrible. Before I did it to you, I knew I was terrible for it, but
Yeah, Definitely got
Hey, look, we gonna leave it alone on that note. Always trust the media guy. Matter of fact, we need to plug you, man. What's your website, man? We gotta make sure the media guy. You got a website? Destroyer's website, man. You might want to hit him up for clips, man, because he just saved this quarterback's recruitment. All right, man. So we're getting towards the end of the interview, man. Now, before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs, any organizations that you're a part of that you want to bring light to, or any people that you want to highlight before I let you go?
my mom, my dad, my QB coach Jonas Johnson has really fixed my form, and my trainer JT and his new organization Monster Fit.
Hey, shout out to Monster Fit, but also before we go, put some names on them parents.
Angela Skabonik and Neil Skabonik.
All right, shout out to the Skarbonics. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live, and we'll see you guys next time.
Used to be a dreamer, but you know I found.
This is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. We are back. I've got my next guy. I've got Blake Hamilton, another one of these fantastic Katy Destroyer athletes, man. We're going to catch up to the whole team during this session. So he's a running back / slot receiver, one of those new age hybrid position, man. Now, this is what you could tell. Now, swing over to me, camera lady. Look at me. I'm built like a box Chevy. I catch the wind. Now, swing over to him. He's sleek, stealthy. Looks like he runs fast, and that's because he does, man. So I was told that we should just start off your interview with that 40 time and that 100.
My 40 time is 4.7 and my 100 time is 11.76.
Ooh, you got that DJ Metcalf speed. I see you, big dog. So, man, you're going into a national championship tournament. This is your second. I know the team has two. Is this your second one as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So you're coming all the way up to from Katy up to the DFW. Now, before you realized that you were going to be in Fort Worth, were you nervous that you were going to be in Dallas?
No, sir.
Okay, it's okay to be truthful. To be honest, we're right down the street from Lake Como. Shout out to Lake Como, Texas. But anyway, man, back to your interview, man. So tell us, what school do you currently attend, and what's your expected graduation date?
My graduation date is 2026, and I attend Wood Creek Junior High.
Okay, man. Shout out to Wood Creek Junior High, man. So a little bit of a question I want to know is, now that you're in junior high, we're in Texas. Junior high is right when the schools start to pick up athletics and you're actually playing for your school. So tell me, man, what has been the great part about playing for your school rather than a private organization as you've gone into junior high?
It's better because it's where you get to start to get noticed more. Like you get to know your coaches, get to know your high school coaches. Great experience for the times you get to have.
So what's it been like just to have all the extra time and having access to the facilities to work on your craft?
Just helps me have more time to get better and just overall get to know more people.
Okay. So, man, you're not just a football athlete. As we started off with your 100 time, you're quite versed in track, man. So, what do you do in track, and how's your track season been going outside 7-on-7?
My track season has been really good. I won district in the 100 and 200, and I am now the fastest kid in Katy.
Okay, man, we got the fastest kid in Katy, man. Hey, way back in the day, I think it was way back, really 99, at Ellis Elementary, I beat David on at field day, and he can never take it back. And I was the fastest kid at Ellis Elementary that year. And they'll never take it away from me. So you hold on to that forever. You'll get more titles. That was my last speed title ever in life. But outside of that, man, so we know you're a track star, man. What do you do outside of athletics?
I like to fish, and I like to hang out with my friends a lot.
So are you going to be at that Premier Events fishing tournament? I think it's going to be down in the Southeast Texas area.
I mean, we'll see now.
Hey, man, you might be able to get 2 of these Premier Events championship rings. I think you got isn't a $5,000 grand prize? Well, if it isn't a $5,000 grand prize, it might be. My bad, Kurt. But might want to enter it. Check out premierevents.com. So what actually got you involved in fishing?
Whenever I'm down, I used to fishing is just really fun because if you're especially with other people, you get to get to know each other, and it's just exploring the wilderness, and it's really fun.
Man, you know what's crazy? I was in Boy Scouts, and I actually made it all the way to being a Life Scout before I got to high school and realized that I was a nerd for being in Boy Scouts. And during the course of that time, I went to Colorado. We went camping all over the United States. I never caught a fish my whole life, not even at a catfish farm. I've never gotten a fish on a hook. So I'm actually very impressed that you can fish. That's an impressive thing to do. If I'm stranded by a lake, I'm going to die. I can't get food out of it. So, man, outside of fishing, man, do you have any extracurricular school activities?
Oh, yes, sir. I volunteer and help out other people for NJHS, National Junior Honor Society.
Okay.
And that is for people with 4.0 GPA average.
All right, man. A fine organization. Well, when did you start? What actually got you interested in that organization? What are some of the things that you guys do as part of the program?
We like to volunteer at fire departments, help out other people, and stuff.
All right. Well, what are some? That is my son falling off of a chair off camera. My producer won't swing over. I wish he would. I felt like that had been gold. But anyway, let's get back to the kids that behave themselves, man. So you were talking about your National Honor Society as my son fell off a chair loudly. So tell us more about that, man. So when did you get involved into that program, and what impact has that had on you as a student and you as a person?
I just started it this year because that's the age that you can just start with.
Okay.
And it impacts me by it helps me know that I gotta be a good person at all times. No matter what I do, I gotta help out. If there's someone in need, I gotta help them.
All right, man. Well, you're a genuine young man. I like that, man. Now, before we get ready to end the interview, man, is there any organizations or anybody you want to bring light to before we move on?
I would like to thank my parents, my coaches, my teammates, all my friends, my family. Everyone who has just helped out with me. My little brother Blaine over there, right there. Just everyone who has just been in my life.
Okay. And you've had one of the better interviews so far. So just so you don't run into any trouble after you get done with this, go ahead and give a shout out to your team.
My team over there, the Destroyers.
Yeah, the Destroyers from Katy, Texas. She got that shout out in. We'll see you guys next time. Hold on. We're not done yet.
Oh, and Prolific Sports.
And Prolific Sports. Shout out to Prolific Sports. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. He had it. Oh, he's smart. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live, and we are back. The Destroyer Parade is not over. They plan on winning a championship tomorrow, so they're trying to make sure they get all their kids on camera. So I got Jonas Johnson. Now, I'm going to assume that you're a receiver.
Yeah, I'm a receiver and a running back.
Only a receiver could be this cool. You're kind of a running back. You're mainly a receiver. Let's keep it real. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm switching my positions this year.
I do, man. So, all right. So, what school do you currently attend, and what's your expected graduation date?
My graduation year is 2026, and I attend Ties Junior High.
All right, man. So, how many years have you been a part of the Destroyers?
This is my second year.
Second year. All right. Well, so is this the first 7-on-7 program that you've ever been with, or have you been with other programs in the past?
No, this is my first one.
This is your first? All right. So, man, so what's your take on 7-on-7 football compared to full contact?
Just learn how to catch the ball without getting hit and I don't know.
All right, man. So, are you a single sport athlete, or are you play other sports?
I play other sports.
Let's list them down, man. I know it's more than one.
I play track, and I'm heading into boxing soon.
Getting into boxing, okay. What got you interested in boxing?
It's like a single sport. I can focus on myself, and yeah.
Okay. So, how long you just started boxing, or have you been doing it for a couple of years?
I just started boxing a couple of years ago.
What gym do you train out of?
It's Katie Boxing Club. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if one of your homies just pulls up with a Grand Marquise with some gloves in the back and y'all kind of train, I guess you can consider that boxing. But you really at the gym though.
Yeah, we scrapping.
Okay. See, that wasn't a clear. So the homie pulled up with the Grand Marquise with 2 pairs of gloves, or y'all going to a gym?
No, we scrapping right there.
Okay. You know, hey, that's good exercise. Put the guns down, pick the gloves up, whatever you got to do. Yeah, we going, man. I thought we was at a gym. I was like, okay, man, he boxing, gold gloves. You know, man, he golden fists. But all right, man. So outside of your track career and your amateur boxing career, do you have any extracurricular activities? You involved in any clubs or organizations at school?
Yes. I like to cook, and I don't know. Like to cook, yeah, mostly.
So you like to cook mostly?
Yeah.
So I have to ask, do you cook well? Because I like to cook, and it resorted in me being fat. You like to cook, and it resorted in you being skinny.
Yes.
So, from an outsider, it may look like you may not be able to cook very well or large amounts of food. I cook very well. That's the only reason I'm this size.
Yeah, I can cook.
All right, man, we might have to go play for play. I might have to show up with a dish at the field tomorrow. But before we get ready to let you go, man, you're in. So you do cooking. So you're not involved in any clubs, any organizations?
No.
At the current point, he will be soon. He's running for student council. I'm going to announce it right now because for your college career, you need to be able to do an interview and say that you have a whole bunch of other stuff that you do. So I'd like to announce that he'll be joining the debate club at his school, and he's also going to be running for class treasurer and student council. So make sure that you vote Johnson in whatever school in Katy he goes to's next class elections in the fall. Isn't that right? We're going to run for treasurer. You don't have to be no leader. You're going to run for treasurer. We're making the announcement right now live on. We're clapping for you. He's running for class treasurer. We got Johnson. He's going to run for class treasurer at his school on student council.
Yeah.
The message is approved by the media guy. That's my dude. Anyway, so before I let you go, man, do you have any shout-outs to any teams, organizations, or any people that may have helped you out in the past?
Yes, my mom.
Put a name on it.
What?
We need to know your mother's name. Everybody's mom's name is mom. My mom's name's mom. Her mom's name's mom. His mom's name's mom. Your mom's name's mom. So how we going to kill them apart, man? You got to put a name on it.
Maria Johnson. Yeah.
All right, big shout out to Maria Johnson. And we'll see you guys next. Oh, we got more. My bad. Hold on.
And the Destroyers and my friends, Craig Johnson, my brother. And my daddy, another Craig.
Dang, bro, you know, everybody don't got daddies, bro. You got to bring light to him, celebrate him, man. Father's Day coming up, bro. Now you got to buy a gift, man. You better not come with no tie. You couldn't, man, put a name on that Johnson, man.
Craig Johnson.
Craig Johnson, man. Shout out to Craig. You raised a very polite young man. He ain't said nothing crazy to me despite all the pressure I put on him. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Man, swimming like...
AV division winners, the champions, I train.
We had the MVP coach. Who's your MVP?
AV division winners, the champions, I train.
We had the MVP coach. Who's your MVP one more time? Marcus, my man. I should have known who I dripped out, man. So
Championship trophy and a little bit of blank. Congratulations.
hey, coach.
I'm Presley Harper. I go to Argyle Middle School, class of 2025, QB and safety.
All right, let's see. What would you say if you had an 8-piece top and bottom?
We gonna smack them.
They gonna smack them. I'm gonna let you guys break it out on that note. Are you gonna bring no
Money every single time. And we got these wide receivers who help get me open, help move defenders off me, and it's a team time.
What?
C4 out of Atlanta, Oklahoma.
The coach. Man, that's a first. The coach didn't even want that. Need to know about this team.
We're gonna come to work, man. We're gonna put up a fight, no cap.
Fight, no cap.
In their eyes. They said we ain't having no more tears in our eyes, right?
Yes, sir.
We turn that right there into triumph. We turn our tragedy into triumph. Hey, they showed it out on the field. They left it all on the field today. Logan Taylor.
Does it feel like
So what kind of sports car am I supposed to compare this team to? I'll let you.
Come on, get us a nice one.
Lamborghini.
All right, my bad. You're piloting a Lamborghini.
Oh my dog, no! Oh my dog, no! Oh my dog, no! We're unstoppable.
You was good at it. Why you was hiding? They unstoppable. Let's go ahead and break it out on that note.
USA. Congratulations, champions.
What do I need to know about the squad?
That we're the best and like never give up.
That'll be the final. Go ahead and break it out on that note. About this team.
They can't stop us.
Yes, and that. About this one. They finna get beat. That'll be the final word. I'm gonna let you guys break it out on that one.
If this is for them, this MVP trophy is for everybody. We all played our heart out.
Now, Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm back with another one of these high-quality athletes out of Katy, Texas. So the next destroyer on the list, I got Suhay Ramsir. Now, it's another athlete who had the class and the forethought to phonetically pronounce his name on there so that I got it correctly, man. So this is actually the youngest of the destroyer. He's a 6th grader playing up with a junior high school squad. So, man, I got a couple of questions for you. Want to get to know you a little bit better as a player. So, man, tell us, what's the experience been like playing on this squad?
It's been good. I definitely think I've gotten better from this experience, and I think that this will help me in future times.
Okay, man, okay. So your school, when we were talking before the interview, your school never returned back from the COVID regulations, right?
They did, but like my mom wanted to keep me safe, so she didn't put me back in school.
So you're still doing at-home school. So unlike a lot of the students who've been able to return to school and get back into the normal things, you're still doing at-home school. So how important has this organization just been to your overall having funness with not being able to go to school right now?
It's very important because I really have nothing else to do outside of go to school and go outside maybe and play basketball. So this organization really helps me explore and have fun throughout the summer and throughout the day.
Okay. Very well spoken, young man. Now, in addition to playing, I know you mentioned basketball and you play 7-on-7 and football, of course. Are you interested in any other sports?
Yeah, I'd like to play basketball and run track.
What are your races that you like in track?
The 100-meter, anything that has to do with stamina, I'm losing.
Oh, okay. So you short bursts.
Yeah.
So in football, you're the speed guy, and in track, you're the guy who can't do the long distance.
The speed part in football, not so much. But
so you're gonna tell me you're a sprinter, and then tell me you're not the speed guy.
See, I am kind of fast, but when it comes to running stamina-wise, I can't.
You're fast. You're just the sixth grader on the 14, 13-year-old team, bro. You gotta measure your standards against your equals. Like,
well, I mean, I guess you could consider me fast, but seeing that I'm playing up, I'm not the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah. I'm real poor compared to Bill Gates, but, I might be average to the average black 33-year-old. You never know. All right, man. So what do you do outside of athletics, man? Do you have any hobbies? You a gamer? What do you do for fun?
I don't really do anything besides play sports, do schoolwork. That's pretty much it.
You don't play any games?
I mean, I do, but I don't play that much. I don't play as much.
You don't play no games. Serious Jones. All right, man. Now, before I let you go, man, do you have any shout-outs or any organizations or clubs you want to bring light to before I let you go?
Shout out to my team, the Destroyers, and my mom, my dad, my stepdad, all my siblings, my family. They really helped me come to this moment, and if it weren't for them, I don't think I'd be playing football.
Probably not, because they have to pay for it all, man. But that was a great shout out to your parents. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. I've got Tyson Gavin of the Katy Destroyers here with me, man. We just want to take the time, put a little spotlight on you, get a little more information about you and your teammates. So you drove a long way from Katy, Texas, man. Is that where you're from originally?
I'm from Mississippi.
Mississippi, okay. What part of Mississippi you from? Let's represent your old state.
Paulden.
Walden, okay. Paulden, Mississippi, man. So, tell me, man, what's the difference between growing up in Katy and growing up in Mississippi?
Mississippi is very country.
How country is it?
Like dirt roads and just grass fields everywhere.
I always try to tell my producer, because she's from a little town in Texas called Hancomer, Texas. You ever heard of Hancomer, Texas? Yes, there is a town in Texas called Hancomer, Texas. Now, Hancomer, Texas is over by Baytown in southeast Texas. and it's notorious for having it's a route where people run certain substances to places in the country. So that's what Hancomer, Texas is famous for. They're not? You told me about zero. Anyway, so back to your story. So you've come to Katy. So you like Katy better, or did you like your country living?
No, I like Katy better. I just miss my family.
That's what's up, man. You see, it's always weird to me when people from other places are like, I want to go back to the crappy place I was at. You know, not that where I was from is crappy. Shout out to Akron, but you know it's cold up there, and I love these summers out here, and my bones feel better, and everything's just better in the South right now. So, we're having a good time outside. So, man, tell me, what type of activities are you involved in outside of football?
Video games.
Okay, man. What games you be on?
2K, Madden, Call of Duty. Nobody out there can mess with me in Madden.
In Madden, bro.
On rookie.
On rookie. Okay, so we got, hey, man, hold on. We got number one. They said he throwing slugs. Now, hold on. What's your teammate's name over here? We got to get this.
So Josh, we had a hotel little thing. It was on rookie. He used the Chiefs. That's not.
Now this is Josh from earlier. They said Josh be playing with the Chiefs on rookie. Now Josh, we're gonna have to get a rebuttal on this later on because that is a huge accusation to level towards someone who's at least in junior high that you're out here playing on rookie. But we'll move on from there. I'm gonna have to come find you. So drop that gamer tag.
All right.
No. Don't avoid the smoke. Drop that gamer tag.
Tyson be killing.
Okay, Tyson be killing all these other guys, but you ain't finna kill me. We're gonna come see what you got. But anyways, man, so what things do you take from gaming that you feel are attributes that you get to add towards your game on the field?
Oh, they got like adjustments in Madden. It helped me, like the coverages and all that. It helped me see in like real life and all that because it's the same things.
That's what's up, man. So, your kids aren't just wasting time in the room, and it's not just that one day they might make some money. They're actually taking Madden skills and applying it to their real-life football game. So, man, what are you interested outside of football and athleticism?
That's all I really care about. Oh, money.
Big money. So, man, let's talk about the money. So, when did you develop your love for money?
I was like 5.
5?
Yeah.
So what sparked this love affair with cash and dead presidents?
I don't know.
You don't know?
At all.
Was one day did someone drop a dollar bill and you like the texture, or what? Or do you enjoy having large amounts of money, or the items you can buy with the money?
Both.
That's good. So you have balance in your life. Okay. Now, he likes money. Now, before I let you go, man, is there anybody or any clubs or organizations you want to give a shout out to?
My mama and Destroyers.
Okay, what's your mom's name?
Cassandra Jones.
Hey, big shout out to Cassandra Jones. Well, hey, we know he's a good student, and he's definitely going to college because he has a love affair with money, and it's hard to get any of that without doing those two things. So we'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm here with Jamel Jones Jr., straight from Katy / Houston, Texas, / mainly Katy, though, on orders from his mother. Now, man, I've gotten a chance to interview. Well, this is our first time getting a chance to interview you, man. So what I want to know is, when did Crocs get so cool and expensive? Let's zoom down. He got the good Crocs. We're going to zoom in on the Crocs, man. I couldn't find none of them buttons, man. I got some Adidas Crocs.
I just got my Crocs like 2 months ago, maybe 2.5 months ago.
So how did these things get cool? Because now I'm officially old, I have to depend on either my son or you, and he's too young to know. So
They're like house slippers, comfortable, something to wear. You can wear before and after the game. Basically another pair of slippers.
Ooh, that sounds like you need to give him a sponsorship, Crocs. But anyway, man, back to the action. So you're on the Destroyers, man. Wait, how many years have you been on the team?
I actually just joined the team recently.
Okay.
It's my second tournament.
It's your second tournament? So have you played 7-on-7 before this year?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're a good ambassador for the program in the sense that you can tell me life on other teams versus how life is with the Destroyers. So what are some things that you like about this team compared to other 7-on-7 programs?
My team, my 7-on-7 team, and KYF, this team is really competitive. They play up. It's a really competitive team. That's what I like about this team. Competitive.
So you're in a national championship tournament. You got an opportunity to go home with some hardware. What does the opportunity mean to you?
I've never traveled on 7-on-7 tournaments before. It's always been flag football or tackle or something. This is my first time, or my second time.
So I know you just got here to the hotel. You haven't had the full experience, but how are you enjoying it so far?
I like it.
Okay. So now you look like a speedster. What other sports are you involved with outside of football?
Track, basketball, soccer.
Soccer? Okay, man. So how long you been playing soccer and what got you involved in that sport?
This was my first year. Coaches told me to join, so I just tried it out. It was fun.
What's your record and were you any good?
I was the fastest player on the team, but I think we went 4-5, or it was 4-4. I think I can't remember correctly.
Okay, 500 season. So it's your first splash into soccer. Is this something that you're going to continue?
Probably not. Probably not.
So what is just footwork training, one and done? All right. So what are some of the things or activities you like to do outside of football?
I play video games and focus on school sometimes, most of the time.
Okay. All the time, focuses on school. That's all he thinks about is how he can get smarter and reading books. Now, before we go, are you involved in any clubs or different organizations at your school?
No.
So you soon will be involved in club organizations.
I'm involved in theater, but that's it.
Okay, man, why are you trying to evolve? You see, you went and already launched one campaign for treasurer, and I was like, what position? Are you going to be vice president? I don't know. We start going up there. We're about to have another student council election again. So you're involved in theater. How long have you been doing it?
This was my first year, actually.
You know what's dumb on my questions on my end is that you're in junior high, and this is the first year that they give you electives, but I'm old. I forgot about that. So, man, what is the luxury of being able to decide some of your classes? How's that been?
It's a really good choice, especially if you have good grades most of the school year. You get to choose that extra elective, and that's really good.
So have you been enjoying just having a little bit more control over your own life?
Yeah, I can use it to brag against my friends.
Ooh, wait till they let you get a car. You can come to school period late. You're going to be out there thugging. Thugging on the books. All right, man. Well, before we go ahead and wrap it up, you know how we end them. We always like to let you bring light to any organizations or any special people that you have in mind. So do you have any shout-outs for anybody at home or anybody you'd like to bring some attention to?
Shout out to my mom, Ariane Palmer, my dad, Jamel Jones Sr., my brother, Jakai Jones, my sister, Araya Palmer, my Destroyers, my family, the Destroyers, Tyson, Ty, and Miss Cassandra.
Hey, best shout-outs of the day. Well, hey, man, I'm grateful that you took time out of your busy day to sit down with me. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live.
At the beginning of the game, whenever we were stretching, I told them they better work hard and get in place.
Who we want next week?
The crew!
Who we want next week?
The crew!
And then I saw the reverse and then I tackled him.
I just want to say, great job to the other team.
All right, sportsmanship, the word, man.
Who's out? Who's out?
I can't do anything without my line. None of us can. The line makes your team.
We want the smoke!
The quarterback gonna walk off on it. They said they want the smoke. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live, and I'm back. I got another one of these elite athletes from the Destroyers. Great program out of Katy. I've got Patrick Spann Jr., and man, the reason he's one of my favorite athletes, there's a good possibility. You play quarterback, man?
No.
You could have been a quarterback. You're probably the smartest non-quarterback guy who's jumped on here. He might play lineman. Looks like maybe a left tackle that can catch. But, man, I'm just going to turn this around. Look how detailed this note card is, man. He's got the name real big where I can see it, because you know I can't see. These aren't small eyes. I'd be squinting. And then he's got it listed down, all this list of fine accomplishments. So I just want to go ahead and make sure that you get the highest quality interview possible, because you deserve it. You're a great American, man. So, Patrick, man, tell us, what position do you play and what school are you currently attending?
I go to Adams Junior High, and tackle football, I play receiver. And in 7-on-7, I play receiver too.
Okay, man. So, how many years have you been with the Destroyers, and how many years have you been playing football?
I think I've been playing for 3 years now. And football, I've been playing since like the first grade.
Okay. So, most of the group has been together since they were in second grade, but you're new to the show. So, how have you been enjoying the ride with the Destroyers compared to some of the organizations you were with in the past?
It's been fun. New community. It's cool to be around everybody.
Okay, man. So, you're quite the accomplished student and musician, because I'm seeing play multiple sport. You're in multiple clubs at your school, and you play multiple instruments. So, what are the different instruments that you play?
I play the alto saxophone and I do piano.
So, at what age did you start playing piano and saxophone?
Saxophone, I started in 6th grade, and I started playing piano when I was in 4th grade.
All right. So, out of athletics and playing your instruments, what's your true passion? It's good that you had to pause.
My family.
Great answer. Man, quarterback, if he learns to throw, you might be in trouble, man. That was a great answer. So you've been a good question for you is, you're playing 7-on-7. I'm sure you play tackle. I'm pretty sure, coming from Katy, that you have some kind of personal training that you do on the side. And I'm looking, you volunteer at your church. You're part of the National Honor Society. You find time to play your video games. So how do you balance your time, and how do your parents help you with your scheduling where you're able to be involved with so many different activities all simultaneously?
sometimes it could be tough, but I just try and make the best of how my life's going right now and how I've been set up in these opportunities.
Great answer, man. Great answer, man. So, just to touch on the National Honor Society, I know you're young, so I'm gonna guess this is your first year with the organization, correct?
Yes.
So, what are some of the things that you've enjoyed doing since you've been in the National Honor Society?
I haven't really started yet, but I think it's gonna be fun to do.
Okay, man. Now, outside of playing music and playing football, do you have any activities or anything that you enjoy?
I like playing video games and playing basketball.
So, what game would you be on? Because, I come for the smoke.
I play 2K and Madden mostly.
All right, so I'm going to play you on Madden because you didn't really say that with your chest, and I like to win. So, what's your gamer tag in case we want to come see what you're talking about?
Quit or die trying.
Quit or die trying. Well, I hope you make it to the next year because I'm coming for your neck. We'll see you guys. No, I'm not going to end it like that. I forgot. We got to shout out the people who made this possible. So before I let you go, man, do you have anybody you'd like to give a shout out to or any organizations you want to bring light to?
The Destroyers, my mom, Renata's fan, my dad, Patrick's fan, my brother, Keon Cage, my best friend since I've been born, Ty. That's it.
All right, man. Ty done got a shout out. He been there since diapers, man. He ride or die. Shout out to Ty, man. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. All right, good job. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. I'm back with another one of these Elite Destroyer athletes. I've got my guy Jeremiah Smith, and it's always a good sign when your quarterback and one of your receivers are the tallest guys on your team. So we got Jeremiah, man. I just want to do a little bit catching up with you, learn a little bit more information about you as a player and just as a person. So what school are you attending this year?
Wood Creek Junior High.
Wood Creek Junior High, man. So this is your first year or second year in junior high football?
Second.
Second year in junior high football. So as I recall, because now I'm an old man of 33, junior high football is when they give you the good jerseys because, you only got 2 years. So that first year you get up there and they give you some stuff. There's some initials you can put in front of there, but they give you some stuff. Maybe a mesh jersey and some kind of Manila helmet, some old school one of the face masks with the line in the middle. And in 8th grade, they bust out some Nike, some random. You're like, where y'all get these from? So how you enjoying being big man on campus?
It's really the same. I'm treated like everybody else at the school.
Like I ain't been to 8th grade. All right. Now, so how are you dealing with that next year they're going to snatch it all away from you and you have to be a freshman again?
Just got to keep the same work ethic and do what I do.
All right. So, man, you're in a national championship tournament, man. How's your season been going?
Pretty good. I think I've been doing well on defense and offense, and I think I can keep this up for this last tournament.
All right. So, outside of football, are you involved in any other sports?
Nope.
So you're
basketball and track.
So Like, come on, man. How big is your junior high where you're like, I'm just going to let the tallest guy in the school just specialize in football? So man, what are some of the skill sets and attributes that you take from your basketball game that you might apply to football?
When you have to get back on defense, I take that conditioning and try and stay in shape for football season.
You brought up a good point. I never thought of 7-on-7 is probably as close as football gets to basketball because of the quick transition and a number of your athletes having to play both ways. So how have you been dealing with coming out of the COVID restrictions? So it's a lot more games, a lot more tournaments. How's football been since some of the COVID restrictions have gone away?
Pretty good. It's better than it was before COVID first came.
All right, man. So are you involved in any clubs or organizations at your schools? You do any extra activities?
Nah.
All right. So what do you do outside of athletics and school?
Just chill. I ain't got nothing to do.
It's 2021. I feel like I'll be doing the same thing at the house, just chilling. It's nothing to do. I buy IKEA furniture. But anyway, potential sponsor. But so as you get ready to wrap up the tournament, man, we're getting ready to go onto the field tomorrow. Is there anybody or any organizations you want to give a shout out to before we get going?
My parents, my dad for making me work this hard to get here, and my mom for raising me to be this kid.
Yeah, we got to get some names on those.
My dad is Adam Smith Jr. and my mom is Shannon Smith.
All right. I had to look. I was like, are you a junior? I was like, how'd you forget his name? That's why, because he didn't get to be Adam Jr. now. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm back. I got another one of these elite Katy athletes, and they starting to recruit them young. We've got Blaine Hamilton of the Destroyers, man. Now, he may not be the shortest member, but he is definitely the youngest. There may have been one. Was there one that was shorter than you?
No.
I think there was a kid who was shorter than him. So either way, man, you're out here balling with this group of junior high athletes here on the road. Is this your first road national championship tournament?
Yeah.
Is this your first national championship tournament?
No.
Okay. So at 6 years old playing up, you already have played in multiple national championships. So what's been the key for you to become a veteran so young?
So if you work hard, you be better in football.
That is a great answer. Well, you're a true pro. You're great at this interviewing thing, man. So what are some of the things you like to do for fun?
I like to work out and work hard and play sports where you or like football or baseball, or like soccer, because you can work hard and do every single sport, but you can do not one only sport. You can do more than one sport.
Oh, so you consider yourself an athlete. You don't just stick to one.
Yeah, you don't stick to one. You can stick to many or some.
All right, man. So how have you been enjoying this Destroyer 7-on-7 season?
Really good.
All right, so now before I let you go, we got a large number of athletes to interview. You've been one of my better interviews today. Very well-spoken young man. Do you have any shout-outs or any organizations you want to bring light to before I let you go?
Yeah. Pump your arms, and when you run, I run track, and I play soccer, but I used to play soccer, and I used to play basketball.
All right. Well, anyway, before I let you go, I was going to tell you to do all that, but I did, so I'm going to tell you to do it again. Just let me get a shout-out for your mom and your dad, big dog.
One more thing. And to work hard, and we do prolific.
Oh, we got the big words. He do prolific. All right, well, this...
And my mom and my dad and my brother, big brother, and Brandon Hamilton, Kim Hamilton, and Blake Hamilton.
All right, man. Well, hey, big shout out to the Hamiltons. Definitely raising a very intelligent, well-spoken young brother. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live.
AV division winners, the champions, I train.
We had the MVP coach. Who's your MVP one more time?
Marcus.
Marcus, my bad. I should have known who I dripped out, man. So
Championship trophy and a little bit of blank. Congratulations.
Hey, coach.
I'm Presley Harper. I go to Argyle Middle School, class of 2025, QB and safety.
All right, let's see. What would you say if you had an 8-piece top and bottom?
We gonna smack them.
They gonna smack them. I'm gonna let you guys break it out on that note. We gonna bring no
money every single time. And we got these wide receivers who help get me open, help move defenders off me, and it's a team time. That's about it.
What do you, C4 out of Atlanta, Oklahoma.
Oh, the coach. Hey, that's a first. The coach didn't even want that. You need to know about this team.
We're gonna come to work, man. We're gonna put up a fight, no cap.
Fight, no cap.
They said we ain't having no more tears in our eyes, right?
Yes, sir.
We turn that right there into triumph. We turn our tragedy into triumph. Hey, they showed it out on the field. They left it all on the field today. Load the Taylor.
So what kind of sports car am I supposed to compare this team to? I'll let you.
Lamborghini.
All right, my bad. You're piloting a Lamborghini.
Where my dog go? Where my dog go? Where my dog go?
Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. I'm here with Coach Boykins of the BYF Elite. Now, this is one of the more elite programs coming out of their area. I just want to take the time to get the head man in charge, kind of set the tone, let us know a little bit more information about the program, and just get a little brief history about you guys. So tell us a little bit more about BYF.
BYF Elite, we just started this year. This is our first year for 7-on-7. And we're trying to do our best to make a statement.
All right, man. So what does the BYF actually stand for, and what's the inspiration behind you guys starting this program?
BYF stands for Boykins Youth Foundation. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We work with kids all over the city of Houston. We've worked with over 20,000 kids since 2003.
Okay. Now, so you guys I know you guys were involved in football outside of 7-on-7. This is your first year doing the program. What actually inspired you guys to move into the 7-on-7 realm in addition to what you guys are doing in the tackle realm?
No disrespect to a lot of coaches out there, but a lot of these kids are expected to understand the game and know the game, and they're not being taught the game at the high school level, middle school level. Basically what coaches are doing is looking for the best athletes that already know the game. So a lot of athletes are missing out on an opportunity to go to college. So that was my motivation to start this program, to help as many kids as I can help put themselves in a position to go to college.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your days to volunteer your time, in a sense, to all these young men. Now, before I let you go, first, man, we got to give a shout out to a special Boykins from BYF, man. We got another Boykins in the D1 ranks. This time, you guys have made an Alabama sighting, man. So tell us, what's that like, man, sending an athlete off to Alabama, especially one when it's a family member?
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you definitely, as a father, you're proud of your son to make that opportunity. Being the number one, college football team in the country at this point, for him to get that opportunity, I'm just excited to see how he'll maximize that opportunity.
Well, hey, I hope to, well, maybe not in the same position, but I hope to be sitting in your position one day. I'm at 6, so I got a long way to go. So before I let you go, we move on to your young athletes, man. If someone is in the Houston area, they like what you're doing, they want to donate money to the foundation, or if they have a young athlete, they want them to come join your organization, how do they get in contact with you, and how do they do so? BoykinsYouth.org
is our website. And you can go to Hardcore Spin, or you can go to BYF Elite 7-on-7 and DM me and see if you can get on this great team of ours.
All right, man. Well, hey, we got the head man in charge for BYF. Now we're going to go ahead and run some of his athletes through. Definitely going to be putting on a show tomorrow and through the weekend in this tournament. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. We're here live from beautiful West Fort Worth, Texas. We're getting ready to get geared up for the national championship tournament. So I got the pleasure of having our first BYF athlete of the evening. I've got Robert Edmonds Jr. We're gonna catch up to this young man, just see how the season's been going since we last got. I think last time we guys got to talk to you guys was in Temple, Texas, down at the Battle of the Best tournament at the Super Regional. So we haven't really gotten a chance to catch up to you guys. So what's been going on since?
We just been playing hard, just still trying to win that first one. We're still working hard, just having fun at the same time with a good organization, just doing our thing.
All All right, man. So tell me a little bit more. Since you're the first one, you're kind of the example for the next couple of interviews. So how have you enjoyed your time being a part of this organization?
I loved it. Great coaches, great teammates. It's just fun, having fun all the time, and just yeah.
Okay. So what school do you currently attend, and what's your projected graduation date?
Go to Shadow Creek High School, class of 2023.
Okay. So, man, do you have any offers or any recruiting on the horizon?
Not yet. I'm still working on it.
Okay, well, hey, hopefully this will go away towards that. Now, speaking of recruiting, man, are you involved in any, what do you do off the field? Are you involved in any off the field activities?
I play baseball and just work out most of the time, yeah.
What position you play in baseball?
Third base.
Third base, man. So, what are some of the skills that you take from baseball that you try to cross over to football?
I take footwork, awareness, and just speed.
Okay, speedster. Now, well, hey, and a weird coincidence, do have a story about speed. Hey, my grandfather, Lou Johnson, he used to play for the Dodgers way back in the day, and in the 1965 World Series, that's the same World Series that Sandy Koufax threw the perfect game. My grandpa got hit by a pitch in Game 5, stole all the bases. That was the only run in that game. And in Game 7, both pitchers were throwing a perfect game in that game, and he hit the game-winning home run, the only run in the game. So shout out to Lou Johnson. But before I let you go, man, is there any organizations, any clubs, or do you want to give a shout-out to any people before I let you go?
I want to give a shout-out to my coaches, my teammates, my mom and my dad, my school. And yeah, that's it.
Put some names on the mom and dad. They work hard.
Latoya Williams and Robert Edmondson.
All right, man. Well, hey, man, this is a very well-spoken young man. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy evening to sit down with me. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm back with another one of those BYF elite athletes, man. Now, we got a special treat, man. We got Chris Boykins, one of the many athletes part of this program. This is a very exciting team to follow. And not only do they do it on the field, man, they starting to put them in college. So, man, Chris, yours is a unique journey. You got Boykins on your back. So tell us, man, what's it been like playing for this squad and dealing with the pressures of that illustrious last name?
There's been a lot of criticism. You just let that go over your head and keep playing you, doing you. It's been cool with my teammates, my family. I mean, it's only up from here.
All right. So you come from a unique standpoint. You come from a family that has a lot of elite athletes, and with that being said, unlike a lot of young men in your position, you kind of have not a more clear path. You have an example, so you can see the pathway to get to where you want to a little bit more clearly than some of the other young men. So how do you deal with the pressures of that and the expectations that come with being in a family that produce some premier athletes?
Really, my goal is just to be better than everybody else that's around me. Basically, be above and beyond of what they already done. Just make it better how it is.
All right, man. So we know you're an athlete in football. You play all over the field. We've seen you throw the ball some, catch the ball some, intercept it some, and I'm pretty sure if we had some linemen, you probably could rush some. So what other sports are you involved in outside of football?
I play baseball and I run track.
Okay. What position do you play in baseball, and what do you run in track?
In baseball, I play center field, and in track, I do the 200, 4x2, 4x1, and the 400.
Okay. So as an outfielder, man, what are some of the skills that you take from baseball that you bring over to your football career?
I'm fast. I got speed, so I feel like I use that a lot during baseball to get where I need to go to catch the ball.
Okay. What about tracking the ball in the air? Is that a skill that translates, or is it a little bit different?
I mean, with that's kind of natural. Like, you just gotta learn from getting hit in the face with a ball, trying to go for it. So, I guess I just learned from it.
I'm fat. I you know what I'm saying. I've never live action caught anything in real life. You know? I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna throw it. That spiral gonna come out tight. But anyway, so before I let you go, man, are you involved in any after any school activities? You involved in any clubs, organizations?
Obviously, I do 707. I do 707 with my school too, and without this, I'll probably be doing select baseball with my team, with my select team.
All right, man. Now, before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs to any clubs, organizations, or any special people?
I want to shout out to my best friend, Caleb. I want to shout out to my dad, Chris Boykins. I want to shout out to the BYF family, everybody in here, family to me. And I just want to shout out to everybody that support me on my journey.
All right. Well, hey, now, before I would usually end it on that, and I have to ask you, since the last Boykins I talked to, I was talking to him. I thought he was a normal 7-on-7 program. The next time I talked to him, he was going to Alabama. So do you have any offers or any recruitment in the works right now?
Next time you record this, I will have offers. I will have over like 10 offers.
I like the confidence. He's a great athlete, man, and it's always a pleasure having them Boykin boys on here. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Appreciate you, big dog.
Used to be a dreamer, but you know I found.
Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I am back. We're still here with some of these elite BYF athletes. Now, I've got the pleasure of bringing you Zyron King Brooks. And I always like when you got a hyphenated name, man. It looks fresh on the back of the jersey. But, shout out to the King Brooks, both sides. They all get love. Well, man, you're coming from Pearland, Texas, man. What current high school or junior high do you attend?
I attend Shadow Creek High School, class of 2023.
Okay, man. Well, hey, Shadow Creek, between two teams, you guys have put a couple of athletes in this national championship tournament, man. Tell us a little bit more about that Shadow Creek school and what you guys have brewing on the horizons.
Well, I mean, for Shadow Creek, we're just trying to get to state every year, win. We've been to state our very first year playing. We lost. Next year, we went to state and won. Last year, we was on our way to going to state, but had some slip-ups. But this year, for sure, we're going to state and going to win.
Man, I like your confidence. The only reason I say that is because I remember I went to Lamar High School way back in the day. Not Houston Lamar, Arlington Lamar, the Vikings, the real one. But anyway, man, my freshman year, we went to the state quarterfinals. My sophomore year, we went to the state semifinals. We were like the 10 team in the nation, number 3 in the state. And I remember sitting in the locker room after we lost the game, like, man, I'm going to be back here every year. I'm going to be at state. And then the next year we went to the quarterfinals. And my senior year, we missed the playoffs for the first time since 1970, it was like embarrassing. So, hey, you got to keep working hard because what'll happen is all the kids get recruited in front of you, and then you'll be like the only returning starter by yourself. But anyway, man, back to your story, your show. So, you guys are putting on, you got to go to a school where you guys are expected to go to state every single year, man. How do you deal with the pressures and the expectations?
I mean, just go work every day, do what you got to do, and, get through it. I mean, it's nothing more than less.
So are you involved in any other sports or any other activities outside of football?
Yes, I run track, and I'm an automotive, like a mechanic. I work on cars.
All right, man. Shout out to Shadow Creek. First off, not a lot of schools still have automotive programs. So, hey, that's a big ups to your school district. And tell us more about that program and when did you start it?
I started last year at JBH. I've been working on cars at that school for about 6 months. And it's really taught me a lot. Because as a man, you need to know how to fix on a car if something happens.
All right. Well, hey, man, I mean, you're with this group, so we know you're an elite athlete. So the odds of you making a career out of, working on cars are probably low because you're going to go to college. So you might be an engineer and design cars. So what do you like about automotive? I mean, what do you like about working on cars, and what aspect of that do you bring over to football?
Well, I mean, working on cars is really hard because you don't know what you're doing, and anything can happen, anything can go wrong. But I bring it to football because, you need strength for that. Because if you're a little weak, then you can't do nothing. But yeah.
All right, man. So before we get to the end, one of my final questions is, outside of this, do you have any shout-outs or any organizations you want to bring light to?
I want to shout out to my mom and shout out to my dad. Shout out to my grandparents, all of that, and the BYL family, and Coach Boykins for putting this up together.
Okay, man. I usually came back and asked a rebuttal question, but you put a nice bow tie on. I need to let your interview just remain perfect. So, man, I appreciate you sitting down with me, and we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you tune in. We'll be out here for 3 days. It's going to be a 3-day national championship tournament. Battle of the best. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live.
At the beginning of the game, whenever we were stretching, I told them they better work hard and get in place.
Who we want next week?
The crew!
Who we want next week?
The crew!
And then I saw the reverse and then I tackled him.
Good job.
I just want to say great job to the other team.
All right, sportsmanship, the word, man.
Who's out?
Can't do anything without my line. None of us can. The line makes a team.
We want the smoke!
The quarterback gonna walk off on it. They said they want the smoke. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live.
It used to be a dream, but you know I found.
AV division winners, the champions, I train.
We had the MVP coach. Who's your MVP one more time?
Marcus.
Marcus, my man. I should have known who I dripped out, man. So
Championship trophy and a little bit of blank. Congratulations.
Hey, coach.
I'm Presley Harper. I go to Argyle Middle School, class of 2025, QB and safety.
All right, let's see. What would you say if you had an 8-piece top and bottom?
We gonna smack them.
They gonna smack them. I'm gonna let you guys break it out on that note. You gonna bring them?
Money every single time. And we got these wide receivers who help get me open, help move defenders off me, and it's a team thing. That's about it.
What is
C4 out of Atlanta, Oklahoma.
the coach, that's a first. The coach didn't even want that. You need to know about this team.
We're gonna come to work, man. We're gonna put up a fight, no cap.
Fight, no cap.
Tears in their eyes. They said we ain't having no more tears in our eyes, right?
Yes, sir.
We turn that right there into triumph. We turn our tragedy into triumph. Hey, they showed it out on the field. They left it all on the field today. Logan Taylor.
Does it feel like
Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We are live here from beautiful West Fort Worth, here for the Battle of the Best National Championship Tournament. I've got another one of these elite athletes from BYF. I've got the privilege of, I got Dante Lewis here with me from Pearland, Texas. So, man, tell me a little bit more about yourself. So what position do you play? What high school do you currently attend? And when are you expected to graduate?
I attend Shadow Creek High School, and my class is 2024, and I play quarterback.
So another Shadow Creek athlete. So you play quarterback at Shadow Creek as well?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, man, what's it like being a quarterback of a team that has a lot of different elite athletes spread out across the Houston area with these different elite programs?
Man, it's a lot of different emotions that play into it. It's scary, it's exciting, it's fun. I mean, it's nerve-wracking sometimes, but you got to take the good with the bad.
Okay. So you're a quarterback. Now, if it wasn't for, playing quarterback naturally, you have the whole team on your back. It's a lot of pressure to deal with. You play quarterback at a school that doesn't have a long history, but all of its history has been winning. How do you deal with that on an everyday basis, just going through your everyday life at school?
Just waking up and reminding myself that, I'm great, and just I can be wherever I want to be if I put my mind to it, and just working hard every day, putting the work in, getting in the weight room, getting outside, running in the heat, just getting better.
All right, man. So you're part of a program that has championship DNA. What's your experience with BYF been like?
My experience with BYF has been fun, and it's been challenging, and it's just taught me just how to be a better person and to be a better football player and to be a better quarterback, and just how to read defenses and read safeties or corners or linebackers, and just making sure I'm fitting the ball in the window or wherever the ball needs to be, or making sure I hand it off.
Hey, all those are very important aspects of the game. Now, another question I have for you is, lost my train of thought. Another question I have for you is, being on a team such as this one with the championship and elite athlete DNA, what has this experience with BYF been like compared to some of your other football experiences?
The experience with BLF it's been hard. It's also been fun. It's just a lot of stuff that goes into being able to win a national championship. And just with my other 707 team, we weren't really that good because, I mean, we just didn't – I guess we didn't really establish a leader, and that's, like, one of the things that I wanted to step into, and just me being a leader.
All right, man. That's always a great skill to have as a quarterback. Now, before I let you go, man, do you play any other sports outside of football, and you involved in any other activities outside of football at school?
It's a great question. I play baseball, and I'm a pitcher, and I play shortstop.
Oh, okay. What about outside of athletics?
Outside of athletics, I'm going to school for barbering next year. It's going to be my first year, so it's going to be kind of new for me, but that's kind of one of the other things that I want to do outside of sports, just to kind of have other things to fall back on.
Is that program provided through your school?
Yes, sir, it is.
Man, hey, this is like a Shadow Creek ISD commercial right here. You guys, so we got an automotive program, we've got a barber program. So what are they doing at your school? You guys, they're mixing the vocational education with the traditional education. So are all the kids at your school able to take, let's say, other different vocational classes along with their regular curriculum?
I think it's only a certain amount of kids that can do that. So, I mean, I guess you have to do it fast. But I got lucky and signed up at the last minute. So, yeah. Thank you, Mom.
Hey, he's going to be a D1 athlete, and he'll never be broke again because you rich. You in a college dorm, and you got some clippers. So before I let you go, man, you already thanked your mom, so we're going to put some names on those and any shout-outs for any organizations or clubs that you want to bring light to.
I want to thank my dad, and I want to thank my brothers, and I want to thank my friends, man, just for coming through this journey with me, and especially my brother because he's kind of been helping me with colleges and visits and camps and stuff. So I just want to really thank him the most, and my parents for the driving and the money and all that, you know.
You know, just the money. I like how you said it real lightly, like it wasn't a big deal. Like, man, this select football is expensive. Shout out to SCD. They tax my pockets. But anyways, this has been a great interview. Very well-spoken young man. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm here live from beautiful west side of Fort Worth. I'm here with my guy, Bryce Thomas. He's come all the way from the city of Houston, Texas, north side that is. But I just want to give this young man a chance to introduce himself to our audience and just get a little bit more information about him. On my notes, I got that you're an athlete, but do you have a position that you enjoy or prefer over any of the others? Receiver, okay. So expecting a show. So, man, how long have you been part of BYF, and how's the ride been for you?
Well, last summer, Coach Boykins had a couple workouts, so I came because my friends had told me to come. And since then, we've been building up. He told us we was going to make a 7-on-7 team, and I came. And we just been building up from there and doing our thing.
Okay. So you got started with training, and you moved as they opened the program. So athletes versus yourself, I'm pretty sure this isn't your first time doing 7-on-7. So how can you compare this experience with the Boykins organization to some of the other teams that you've been with in the past?
It's actual love, real talk. Like, most teams, they want to make you pay. He's not doing all that. He's actually wants to get you somewhere.
Okay. So he's just taking the cream and he's going to take, if you come out, you ball, and we'll talk about all the fees and everything else later. We're going to make sure you get on the field.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, that's definitely love, man. Appreciate the Boykins organization providing those type of opportunities, man. So let's talk about you off the field. I already know you're an athlete. You got an athletic look to you. Like, you take off on me real fast. Won't be able to catch them. So let's talk about school, man. What's your favorite subject in school?
I say my favorite subject is history.
History. All right. So that means you are a teacher's problem because you stating facts. So what is it about history you like?
I just like to learn about like stuff that happened in the past.
All right. So, man, you involved in any clubs or any extracurricular activities at school outside of football?
No, sir.
All right, man. So, we're going to have another one. We got the proud election. I want to go ahead on Semi-Pro Live. This is a bulletin alert. We got Bryce Thomas. He's going to be, what school you go to right now?
Shadow Creek High School.
He's going to be running for treasurer for the Shadow Creek High School because we got to get him some other non-athletic activities on his thing so we can make sure this young athlete gets recruited. So we're going to make sure that anybody at Shadow Creek, y'all make sure that we're going to nominate this young man. I'm going to follow up on this, and we need to get him running for student council, at least for treasurer next year. Can we get you to run for treasurer, man?
Yes, sir. I'll try.
All right, man. So we're going to hold you to it. You think I won't call? I'm going to call. I'm going to throw you some gloves, too, if you offer. So if you run, I'm going to see you some battle gloves fresh for the new season.
All right, bet.
All right, hold me to it. All right, Bryce, man. So outside of that, man, do you play? You a gamer? What kind of activities outside of school you like to get involved in?
I mean, just like hanging out with my friends, really. Nothing really much. I mean, I play the game sometimes. That's it, really.
Well, hey, man, he's focused, and as soon as he becomes treasurer, he'll have a little bit more activities, and he'll be prime and ready for recruitment right after that. So we're going to have this young man, he's going to be running for treasurer next year at Shadow Creek High School. Y'all keep your eyes on him. Make sure you inbox him, keep the pressure on him. I'm pretty sure his teammates will hold him accountable because, hey, he's not just an athlete, man. This is a young scholar, and he does it on all surfaces. So before I let you go, man, we're going to let you do some shout-outs. Do you have any organizations or any people you want to give a shout-out to?
I like to shout out my mom, my dad, whole BYF family, my brothers, KB, Brian, Dante, all them.
Hey,
and I like to shout out Coach Boykins.
Hey, I like when he gets specific and puts some names on it. It's been a great interview, man. Appreciate you coming out. And, hey, if the cards fall right, I'll probably be giving you an interview in the championship game. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We are back for another edition. I've got my guy, Brian Nelson II. I like that second, you know what I'm saying? He got stripes on there. That means that this line has survived. You couldn't wipe him from this earth. But anyway, man, my guy Brian out here all the way from Pearland, Texas. Another one of those fine Shadow Creek athletes, man. So, since you're the maybe 10th Shadow Creek athlete that's here at this national championship tournament, man, what is it like going to a school with this many competitive, not only just athletes, competitive receivers and secondary players?
In that school, it's a pretty big school in Texas right now, and it's a lot of hype for that school, so you have to live up to the hype and just be ready to come compete and be a dog out there.
So, since you have this amount and this level of elite athletes all at one school, and you guys all playing pretty much the same positions, what has that competition done for your game?
I feel like the competition has leveled me up way more, and just being ready to compete with anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, because you don't want to just compete with the people around you. You want to try to compete to get better with everybody in the country and the city.
Okay. So, are you involved in any clubs or organizations outside of football?
Well, this club, which is BYF Elite, and outside of football, I do track, and I did a little powerlifting during the school year.
Okay, man. So what sparked your interest in powerlifting?
Just trying to get stronger, because people want to, criticize your size on the field, and you want to try to intimidate people. So I'm trying to do a powerlifting to get better.
You know what I like about that answer is that you took something that people were criticizing you about. Obviously, at one time, someone had something critical to say about your size, and not only did you go about trying to improve that, you went into powerlifting. You know, you could have just went and lifted some weights, but you actually got into something competitive. So, shout outs to you on that, man. So, do you have any non-athletic activities that you're involved with?
Outside athletics, trying to do engineering and try to do a little bit of business work.
Okay, so engineering. So what kind of engineering you want to get involved? You want to do civil engineering? You want to drive trains? You're in Houston. You want to do chemical engineering? What are you looking forward to?
You know, mechanical engineering, trying to work on cars more and stuff.
Okay. So a future car designer out here. All right. So now, before we go ahead and wrap up your interview, is there any organizations, any people that you'd like to give a shout out to, bring light to before we get finished here?
I want to first shout out my parents for, putting me in any type of camp, any type of practice, any type of organization. I want to shout out for the BYF team, Coach Boykins for giving me the chance and just, believing in me to go out there and work.
All right, man. Hey, also, man, outside of his shout-outs, big shout-outs to the homeowners in Pearland, Texas, because you guys are putting on a fine school out there. Shadow Creek High School, definitely a place to watch and on the radar. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We're back. Another one of these elite BYF athletes. Now, in a weird coincidence, it's another one of these Creek boys making quite the splash, at least on my program, coming up here one after another. Well-spoken, well-educated, and some elite athletes out here. So, catching up to my guy, Mr. Dawson, so tell me a little bit more. What position do you play, and when are you expected to graduate?
I play middle linebacker, and I sometimes play nickel, and I'm graduating in class of 2023.
All right, man. So you got an interesting area. So you play a little bit of nickel, you play a little bit of linebacker. You've seen the evolution of football and how the responsibilities of your particular position has changed. So what are some of the attributes you take from this 7-on-7 game that improves you as an overall linebacker?
I take, some of the pass drops, my communication for sure, helping talk to teammates, getting everybody right and being a leader also on the field.
Okay. Now, I know when I was growing up, the outside linebacker was almost one of the defensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to come do drills with us. At this point, you may almost be more of a secondary member. So as far as football-wise, if you're going into a locker room and you got to pick a side, are you going over towards are you more of a secondary linebacker, or are you more of a hard-hitting lineman type linebacker?
I'll be whatever I need to be to help my team win.
He's more of a quarterback-style linebacker. All right, great answer. So, man, what are you involved with off the field? What type of things do you do outside of athletics?
I do sports marketing and also trying to get in some business work.
You do sports marketing?
Yes, sir.
Man, I might have found the Houston branch of Semi-Pro Live. So what actually got you involved in sports marketing?
Outside of football, I try to keep my stuff in with sports, stay with it and stuff. So I would like to, football or any other sports don't work, I would have something to fall back on and try to do some business and marketing work.
Hey, man, that is definitely a smart thing to do. When you my little time messing with Arena, I realized a lot of the agents are actually either people who played the game or they're a lot of trainers. A lot of these young ladies who are your trainers who are bringing you water in like 5 years are going to be sports agents. And that's how a lot of these agents get started. So coming at it from the athlete standpoint is definitely a good idea, man. So outside of the sports marketing, man, do you play any other sports outside of football?
I also play baseball.
Baseball. What position do you play?
I play outfield, left field, right field, and center field.
Okay. So what attributes from baseball do you take over to your football game?
I could take speed, awareness, and going up for the ball, because in baseball you can also go up for the ball. Just take also communication and talk to the whole field.
Okay. Well, man, you've definitely been a great interview. Before I let you go, we like to end it the same way. We want to let you bring light to any organizations or family members or supporters that you have back at the house. So anybody you have that you'd like to leave a shout-out for?
I like to leave a shout-out for my mom, my brother, my BYF teammates, Coach Boykins for giving me an opportunity, and especially my mom for all the things she sacrificed for me, and my brother for also coming to support every single game.
Ooh, we got to put some names on them. They look like they real supportive.
Kimberly Dawson, Xavier Dawson.
All right, man. Shout out to the Dawsons. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Great interview, bro. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We are back, and we got another one of these BYF athletes. Now, these guys, as you say, they got athletes from all over the Houston area, some of the big-name high schools. We got a number of these Shadow Creek kids. So I got an opportunity to catch one of my guys from Spring. Got a shout-out to my Aunt Brenda. She's out in Spring, too. So, man, what school do you attend, and what's your expected graduation date?
I go to Irons Junior High, and my expected graduation date is 2025.
Now, are you going to end up at Shadow Creek?
I am not.
Okay. I had to make sure. I'd be like, he in junior high. He just ain't there yet. So, man, what school are you going to be attending?
I'm going to be attending Grand Oaks High School.
Okay. So, man, you're one of the youngest in the bunch. So you're around a lot of older athletes. Now, with this BYF program, not only does Chris, just have that NFL DNA flowing through his veins with a number of his family members and now getting his son into Alabama, you're around just the athletes that are a part of the program. So what's it been like at such a young age to be part of such an elite program?
It's been good. It's taught me to play up, and, people my age, they don't really play up like that. So it's easier when I'm playing against people my age.
All right. So, man, so tell me about your school, man. Do you do anything outside of football?
I do track.
So what do you run in track?
I do the 4x1, 4x2, the 200, and then I do high jump.
Okay. So you got a diverse track skill set. So what are some of the skills that you bring from track and apply to your football game?
I bring the speed, and then my legs from high jump. I use my legs to hop up and catch the ball.
All right. So outside of football and school, what type of things are you interested in?
I'm interested in doing, acting, stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you involved in theater at all, or do you do any acting?
Yes, sir, I am.
What was the last play or performance you were involved in?
I was involved in this one play. It was like a monologue, and you do your monologue and act it out.
Okay. So what got you interested in it?
Acting. It's something you get to do, and you get to talk about what you want to say, and acting through it let's say it.
All right. Now, before I let you go, man, we get into the important part. I know you got some shout-outs. So is there any organizations or somebody in your family or any supporters that you want to bring light to while you have the opportunity?
I want to bring light to Xavier's BYF Elite. They've done a lot for me. And then I want to bring light to my dad, Rogelio Stevens, and then my mom. And, yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Well, hey, shout out to the whole Stevens family. Definitely raising a well-spoken man. And hey, this is one of the youngest cats on the field, but definitely one of the ones to remember. We'll see him all over the next 2 weeks. I mean, not 2 weeks. The next 3 to 2 days as we're here at the Premier Events National Championship. We'll be right back after another word from our sponsor. You're watching Semi-Pro Live. Appreciate you. Great job, man.
It used to be a dreamer, but you know I found.
Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm back still here on the west side of Fort Worth enjoying the different athletes and festivities here at the Premier Events National Championship Tournament. We've got Nathan Jones, one of these elite athletes that's associated with BYF. Now, these are some of the more premier athletes around the Houston area, and this is just an opportunity for us to get to know them a little bit more personal and in detail. So, Nathan, I just want to know, man, what school you currently attend and when you expect to graduate?
I go to Dawson High School, and I should be graduating in 2024.
All right, man. Well, you come from an area that has some competitive football. What's it like being on the team? Well, what's it like being teammates with some of the same guys that you're going to be competing against in the fall?
We joke around about beating each other and what the scores was before and what we're going to do to them next year. It's just having fun with them.
Now, you know what's funny is, like, when I was in high school, if we wanted to get inside of a guy's head, like, we'd go and find, like, their school's directory and, like, get their name, their government names, we call them stuff. But you actually know, you're going into season, you guys are going to, like, actually know some of the cats on the other team, man. So what is that like, and how's that experience compared to, like, you know, in junior, maybe in youth football, and maybe some kids from across town that you never met before?
Well, I know what their skills gonna be and what you can break on them, and I don't know what else their mentality. I don't know, but they have some good athletes on my team, so it's gonna be good to compete with them.
I like how you gave a perfect answer that ended it with, I don't know, like it was bad. Doing great, big dog. All right, man, so what are some of your interests outside of football?
Well, I do track. I run the 100 and the 400, and I'm a graphic designer, and I like to do business management.
Ooh, you're a graphic designer that does business management. It seems like if we don't violate your NCAA rules, man, I might have to outsource some work to you, man. So what got you interested in graphic design?
Well, my mom gave me a computer, and I just started downloading apps, and I just started doing design and stuff and taught myself how to edit videos and photos and make edits and stuff for people. So I've been making money off that, and that's kind of like my little business I do on the side. And
So you mean to tell me if I buy one of those expensive items for my son, did he ask for it, he's going to find out how to make money off it, or are you just a special occasion? Like,
I'm a special little kid.
All right, man. All right. So does your business have you guys have a website, or how do you get in contact with you like to use your service?
My Twitter is Edits by Nate J, and my Instagram is Edits by Nate J.
Okay, man. Well, hey, man. Hold on. It's Edits by Nate J. So Edits by Nate J on Instagram, man. I'm definitely going to jump in your inbox. We might have to touch up this Semi-Pro Live logo a little bit. But before I let you go, man, we got your graphic designs. We got you as an athlete, man. Is there any shout-outs or thank yous you want to give to anybody before we go?
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sister, BYF team, Coach Boykins, all my teammates, and my dad that couldn't be here with us today, and everybody else. That's been my life.
All right, man. Well, hey, you guys are definitely, you're definitely going to expect to have a great performance. Every time we've had the privilege of having BYF, you guys have definitely put on the show. Appreciate you for taking time out your evening for interviewing with us. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Great interview, bro.
Used to be a dreamer, but you know I found.
Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm back, still here on the west side of Fort Worth, here at the Premier Events National Championship Tournament. We're over here check-in day. We're just checking in on some of the players, getting a little bit more in-depth interviews than what we do on the field. And I've got the privilege of bringing to you all the way from Pearland, Texas, but I feel like you should be from like South Park or the North Side or something, maybe A-Leaf, but you know, he's all the way from Pearland. We got King Savage. Did you make, I hope she made a bar. I want that to, did you make the bar, Jazz? She made the bar. We got King Savage in the building. Now, man, so first, we gotta talk about the name. So is the first name just created by your mother? Did she create the whole title? She was like, we the Savages now.
It was like my mom and my dad, they wanted it to be like, if somebody ever got mad at me, they had to say my name with respect. So they didn't want it to be King.
That's live. But Savage is just your last name?
Yes,
Or?
sir.
I was like, oh, this is your first name? You got a hyphenated first name. He's King Savage Johnson. Nah, but it's King Savage, man. Shout out to the Savage clan. You guys definitely have a certain skill set on picking these names, man. So I guess my first question is, man, what is it like being a guy named King Savage, man? What are some of the perks that come with that? Do you always make sure that you don't never just go to like what is it? You've never been to Starbucks and just put like KS on there. You put King Savage on all that stuff.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. But like, I mean, it's just like kind of weird sometimes because like everybody never believes my name's King Savage. And then sometimes people just joke on it and they just be like, that's weird. You got a weird name. It's like, all right.
I'm gonna keep it real. You might be the only King Savage with no tattoos. Yeah. You got some golds at least, bro? We got to get you a bottom grill. We got to get start a GoFundMe. We got to get King Savage a grill. You're the only King Savage with no golds. But maybe he does. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me not disrespect his gold game. He might be dripping back at the crib. But, man, so outside of that, man, what position do you play and what school you currently attend?
I play slot receiver and I go to Dawson High School.
Okay. So you got one of your teammates on the squad with you, man. So what's it been like being able to get a look at half of the Shadow Creek roster?
I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's like we get to go against each other, so we get to see like different type of skill sets and just get better with each other, see what we can do. Just so like the next season we can play each other and have a good competition.
That's what's up, man. Iron sharpens iron. So do you have any activities that you do outside of athletics?
Not much, really. I mean, I do track. That's about it.
Man, I feel you just be steady kinging and being savage to people all day. You know, that's kind of his thing. So before I go, man, do you have any shout-outs or any clubs or organizations that you want to bring light to?
I want to shout out my family, my parents, my friends, BYF, Coach Boykins for putting us in these tournaments, giving us opportunity to go somewhere in life. And, yeah.
Well, all right, man. It's been definitely great sitting down with you. Even better to put that little bar at the bottom of my screen. Throw that bar out there one more time, producer. Phew. King Savage, only on Semi-Pro Live. I don't know if he's had any interviews, but Channing Humphrey had the first interview with King Savage. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. That's a live name, bro. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm here with Cameron Patterson, a Sterling product. The reason I like Sterling is I used to actually sell T-shirts to your school back in the day when I worked for Fancloth. You know, you got the little 2-page catalog. That was me. Shout out to Sterling, man. You guys help feed my family. But anyway, man, just catching up to you, man. So what position do you play, and when do you expect to graduate?
I play running back, and I'm a class of 2023.
All right, man. So you come from a unique position playing running back because, you know, you earn most of your paper in the tackle game. So what's the adjustment like to going when you're playing running back in high school? You may be a main focus of the offense to now in 7-on-7 when you're more of one of the options.
It's like it's a little competition to me, like a little competing against other people. I mean, a different round of people because I'm not used to it. Like, this is my first ever playing 7-on-7 type stuff.
Okay. So whenever you come out here, you play 7-on-7, do you like to line up at actual receiver, or do you like to do your work from the backfield like you would in the game?
I like to do it from the backfield, but the coach want me to do it as the receiver.
I understand, man, because, you know, most running backs are going to cook most linebackers in open space. So if you really go get some work, you got to line up, head up. But now outside of that, man, so what's your opinion on how the running back game has changed just with the natural evolution of football?
It's just like a lot, you know, you used to big running backs nowadays. So now the little people got to get back into style to me. That's my opinion on it.
Okay. I like that you have that. That's that Napoleon complex, because really right now they letting the little running backs get on, but you gonna keep telling yourself that they not, so you keep working. So I feel it's the time of the jump cut, homie. You on right now. They looking for you. But all right, man. So what other sports are you involved with outside of football?
I play baseball.
Baseball? What position you play?
Second base and shortstop.
Second base and shortstop. All right, so those are two of the more athletic positions on the field. So what traits do you take from your baseball game and bring over to football?
Speed.
Okay. Let's get some 40 times.
I don't know my 40 time right now.
Hey, look, it's a difference between field speed and 40 times, and 40 time don't matter. You do it with the pads on. All right, man. Do you have any activities or anything that you do outside of athletics in school?
I'm taking law class right now.
Law class, future poli-sci major. So as a future lawyer, you probably have some schools you've been thinking about. So all your decisions aren't actually linked to football. So what law schools are you thinking about right now?
Well, I haven't been thinking of no law schools right now. I just started with the law, so I got to get deep more into it.
Hey man, act like you always. Hey, next time I ask you that, man, you've been wanting to do being a lawyer for 20 years. When he was in the womb, he wanted to be a lawyer. This is his dream. He's dedicated. He's focused. Law schools, let him in and give him scholarship money. But anyways, so what actually sparked your interest in becoming a future lawyer?
No one in my family had did it, so I want to be the first person to do it.
And that's what's up. That's what's up. And by the sound of that, you come from a pretty educated family that you have to go for being a lawyer to do the first or something to your family. So shout out to the whole clan out there. You guys are definitely producing some well-spoken, educated young men. So before I let you go, do you have any clubs, organizations, or any people that you want to give some shout outs to?
I want to shout out the BYF Foundation and Coach Boykins and my family.
All right, man. Well, hey, very well-spoken young man. Glad that he took the time out of his day to sit down and interview with us. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. Appreciate you. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We're back. I've got another one of these elite Houston area athletes on hand again. I got Varese Young Jr. He's going to be graduating the class of 2025. I'll just get a little bit more information about him as an athlete and find out where he's going to school. So, man, where do you attend school? Well, I know where you attend school, but let's ask for the sake of the audience.
Oh, I attend school at Lamar High School in Houston.
He goes to Houston Lamar. He wants to get it correct. He's not a Viking, but he could be, man. We recruit. Billy, look out for him. He's cold. He's over on this team. So anyway, Lamar High School does not recruit. I don't want to put no shade on Billy. He just got that job. But, man, so just to get a little bit more information about you, man, what position do you play and how long have you been with BYF?
I play quarterback. I've been with BYF since like last summer.
Okay. So, man, how have you been enjoying the ride so far?
It's been cool.
So, what's it like being a quarterback on a team that has this many elite athletes?
It's cool. Like, we get to go out and win some. We looking forward to winning this tournament.
Okay. And now I saw that smirk because I said so what are the downsides of being on an offense where you'll say hut and half the receivers are honestly open and they can justify yelling at you for not throwing the ball?
What'd you say?
I said, what's it like being a quarterback on an offense that half the receivers are instantly open and they're justified in yelling at you for not getting the ball?
Man, like when the receivers yell at me for not giving them the ball, it's like another receiver was open too.
Now, this has always been what I wonder when quarterbacks say that. Is another receiver open because he was open, or is another receiver open because you was being rude to my face like that?
Nah, he was open because he was open.
All right, man. So, man, are you involved in any other sports or activities outside of football?
Yeah, basketball, track, and that's it.
Do you got any extracurricular school activities you're involved in?
No.
All right. So, just asking you come from the quarterback position. I always like to say the rest of us play football and the quarterbacks play quarterback. What's it like being a young quarterback, and how do you deal with the pressure that naturally comes with the position?
Like being a quarterback, like I deal with the pressure. Like I work hard every day, try to get 1% better, so I don't have to worry about not coming up, not showing up.
It's good, man. It's a live interview. You can mess up. Just get your train of thought back. So, just on to that point, man. So, what's it like playing a position where everyone's dependent on you, and what are some of the things that you do to deal with that?
To deal with that, you got to be a leader. And when you leading the team, especially to win, it feel good.
Okay. So, man, outside of athletics, are you interested in anything? You a gamer? Do you church? You dance,
church.
pop lock? You got an IG account?
Yeah, I got an Instagram.
All right.
I got an Instagram and I go to church. So,
Hey, what church you go to?
City of Deliverance, Houston.
Shout out to City of Deliverance, Houston, definitely helping raise up a young, responsible man of God. Now, before we go, man, is there any clubs, organizations, or people you'd like to give a shout out to before we finish up?
My dad, my mom, Coach Boykins, and BYF.
All right, man. Well, hey, the quarterback of the show, he will be the man leading the fireworks. I guess you could say he'll be lighting them. The action starts tomorrow live from Fort Worth, Texas. We'll be right back with another one of these premier athletes at the Premier Events National Championship Tournament. We'll see you again on Semi-Pro Live. Appreciate it. All right, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I don't know if I started on time, probably didn't. But I've got my boy Caleb Thompson here. He's going to give us a little bit more information. Did I say that right? Caleb Thomas. I'm sorry, I always do that to anybody. Shout out to Bobby. He's a youth pastor over here at Fort Worth, and I always call him Bobby Thompson instead of Thomas. So you'll have to forgive me, and I apologize to his family, too. I did a hard time giving him that name for me to mess it up. But, hey, Caleb, Outside of me screwing up your name, man, how's the season going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I like to say we've been getting better over some time. Like, we've seen some extreme growth because, like, in the beginning of the season, we were looking kind of low, but as we got together and we became more friends and, like, the relationship got better with the teammates, it seems like we're all families together now.
All right, man. So what school you attending and what's your expected graduation date?
I go to Lamar High School, and my scheduled graduation date is 2024.
Another one of them Lamars, the other Lamar, they still my brothers though. So you go to a school at Lamar which has a pretty good history of winning. Lamar High School, both Lamars, except for when we had our little rough patch due to me missing the playoffs my senior year. But anyway, outside of that, you guys have pretty much been relevant or in the playoff picture from year to year from probably since the early 90s. So what's it like going to a school that has that expectation of success?
When you go to a school like that, coming in, winning is like a big priority. Brotherhood and winning is a big priority. So what they can do to get high in the playoffs and get everybody right and get everybody have a right mindset, they'll do it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Now, are you involved in any clubs or activities outside of athletics?
I do track. I do 100 meter. That's pretty much all I really do. I just like running 100 meter, and I'm trying to get into chess.
Chess, good, man, good. So I was just gonna say, man, you're a very well-spoken young man, and the only reason I asked you that question because, like, man, this dude's on debate or something, student council, something, because this is a well-spoken young brother. So if you're not, you need to consider it because colleges always love when you got a diverse portfolio of things that you do. So as intelligent as you sound, man, you might want to consider some of those clubs and organizations. There's nothing wrong with being a multiple scholarship athlete. Now, outside of that, man, so what do you run in track?
I only run the 100 meter.
Only run the 100 meter.
I can't.
So you're a sprinter.
Yeah, I'm a sprinter. I can't do long distance.
All right. Hey, that's understandable, man. Now, before I let you go, what are you interested outside of school and football, like, period? Like, if you're not doing football, you're not doing school, what are you doing? Is it gaming? What do you do?
I like gaming, but mainly if I can do anything, it'd probably be, like, maybe arts and, like, writing. I'm really into that kind of stuff.
Okay, you see, I had to dig a little bit, man. So what genre do you like to read, and or do you like to do poems, essays? What's your writing?
I like to do all of that. Like, I like poems, essay. I if I can write it, I'll do it. I love all that kind of stuff.
So you consider yourself a wordsmith of sorts?
I don't know about that one.
Maybe he never heard that word before. He's a wordsmith. Man, look how he's talking on here. He's a wordsmith. All right, man. So before I let you go, is there any shout-outs, any family members, any organization or clubs that you want to bring light to while you have the opportunity?
I just want to thank my mom and my dad for giving me this opportunity, CV, or Coach Wilkins, to give me this opportunity to play for this team. It's been fun meeting all these other athletes and getting to know them. And it's been really fun doing 7-on-7.
All right, man. Well, hey, it's a great interview. Very well-spoken, intelligent young man. Looking forward to next interview. You telling me about your burgeoning debate career. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live, man. Now, we've been through a whole line of elite athletes. I finally came to the youngest. Surprisingly, you weren't the smallest. So you worked that out somehow, man. So I just want to get your first and last name. We got Damian Williams. So what school do you currently attend, and when are you supposed to graduate?
I attend Arnold Middle School, and I am supposed to graduate 2026.
All right. So are you in 7th grade or are you in 8th grade?
I'm in 7th, going to 8th.
Oh, so, man, you know what's crazy? Because in 7th grade, that's that year they give you all the crappy equipment. You get the mesh jerseys and the leftover helmets. So what's the experience like when you're over here with the Boykins organization where, hey, he's making sure his guys have some of the best of everything. You guys got the drip. You guys got the extra sleeves, all the gear. And you got to go back to your junior high team. They just get you whatever they found in the back of the locker room.
Well, it's like, because this organization, like Coach Chris, he actually cares about us and gives us everything that we could want and giving us that opportunity to achieve greater things while going back to school and playing for them. It's just like, just throw it out there and do something with it.
All right. So, man, definitely getting you ready for the high school level early. So, what's been just tell us about the experience in general, being so young, playing with athletes with, you have a sizable age gap. A lot of these athletes are 15, 14 years old. You're still in junior high. What's the experience been like just as you growing up, becoming a young man, being exposed to these elite athletes at such a young age?
Like, I'm used to playing with older people, and I'm used to getting, like, pushed around and stuff. So, like, I know, like, how to go at that and react to it.
Okay. Now, if you're playing on this team and you're in junior high, it's safe to say that you're somewhat of a football phenom. Now, outside of football, are you involved in any other sports?
I'm involved in basketball and track.
Okay, so what do you play in basketball?
I play point guard.
Point guard. So what do you take from your point guard position and apply in the football game?
I like to correct mistakes from my teammates and myself. And that leadership, I take it with me, and my explosiveness on the court, and I take it to the field.
Okay. Good answer. Now, outside of athletics, do you have any interests off the field?
Yes, sir. I do engineering.
Engineering. So what actually inspired you to get involved with engineering?
Well, my dad bought me a Lego set. He just said, figure it out and put it together, and that's just what got me into engineering.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Legos. I was a Lego fan as a young man. So what discipline in engineering are you looking forward to studying? Do you plan on being a civil engineer? Do residential, commercial buildings, or are you going to do something like chemical or mechanical engineering?
Most likely like civil engineering, so I can like
be rich.
Get to experience like how people do it and what I need to do to help people get across like roads and stuff.
Okay. See, I'm glad you answered like that because you took away my whole little smart aleck comment I was going to say, because first, by saying that portion, you understand what civil engineering is and the aspects of that actual discipline. So I respect that. I like that. And I like the fact that you picked civil engineering because that is the discipline that you get paid the most. All the other engineers you can get rid of. You may not need a chemical engineer. You may not need a mechanical engineer, but the civil engineer has got to make all the things possible. So it's a smart industry to get into, and you definitely sound like you know what you're doing, and you got some goals and a direction you're going in. Now, outside of that, what do you do for
fun? I usually swim with my friends, hang out with them sometimes, or I just chill at home and play games.
All right. What games you be on?
Like Madden, 2K, Call of Duty.
Drop that gamer tag. I want some smoke. Don't run, man. Drop the gamer tag. We need your gamer tell you hide, man. Ah, he hide. You know why he can't hide? Because my boy Max from Max Sporting Good has his 2 TVs and 2 PlayStation 4s that'll be at the field tomorrow. So he ain't gonna be able to run from this smoke. We gonna see how good you are. But anyway, before I let you go, man, do you have any friends, family members, organizations, clubs that you want to bring light to while you have the opportunity?
Yes, I would like to shout out the Boykins Youth Foundation and Coach Boykins for giving us this opportunity to achieve higher things, and my mom and my dad to get me from place to place and help me work out and stuff.
Well, definitely shout out to your parents. You're raising a well-spoken, intelligent young man. And the youngest, definitely one of the more talented members of this Boykins Youth Organization. We'll come right back after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Semi-Pro Live at the National Championship Tournament provided by Premier Events. We'll see you guys next time. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. I'm here with another one of these fine athletes. I got my guy Lazarus Range all the way from Pearland, Texas. Now, he's one of these Boykin athletes, so we know we're to expect a show coming up tomorrow and over the next couple of days. So I just wanted to catch up to this young man, get a little bit more information about him. So what school are you currently attending, and when do you plan on graduating?
I go to Pearland High School, and I graduated 2024.
All right, man. So I don't know why I didn't ask any of you, the other guests. So you're from Pearland. You go to Pearland High School. What youth organization did you play with?
The Buccaneers.
Buccaneers? Okay. I always try to tie it back to our natural audience. So, man, just to get started, man, so what's the experience been like getting to this national championship tournament?
It's been fun. Been playing my heart out. Just recently joined BYF, and it's been a good experience.
All right, so you've been on some other organizations in the past. How would you compare that experience to being with this one?
Coach Boykins, he shows more concern. He cares more. You can tell he's different from all the other coaches that you play with.
All right, man. You always want to be involved in programs like that, and that's a great attribute to have. So don't do that. Sorry, I got my son in the background. Now, outside of that, man, what other sports and activities are you involved with at school?
I run track.
You run track? So what are your events?
I do the 4x1, the 4x2, the 4x4, and the 400.
Okay,
and
so you're a relay man.
Yeah.
So what aspects of relay racing do you think cross over to football?
Explosiveness, trying to get out of the blocks, getting handed the baton. I mean, it helps with your speed.
Okay. Now, outside of that, man, are you involved in any clubs? Do you have any activities, anything that you do at school?
Not really.
Oh, man, we thought we were done, so I guess we got to – so you go to Pearland High School. So I haven't had any other Pearland High Schools. So you haven't thought about running for student council?
No, not really.
Now, guess what, man? We're going to make a Semi-Pro Live announcement. My guy Lazarus is running for student council this fall. Let's get a hand. He's going to run. We're going to run for. We running for treasurer or vice president? We just got to get in it, or are we going to run for secretary? Vice president. We got Lazarus. He's making it his official announcement. He's going to be running for vice president of his class at Pearland High School because he cares about his school, because he cares about the community, and most of all, he plans on going to college, and it just looks better when he has activities outside of football to do. So anything I can do to help you with your race, reach out to us, man. We'll run you some commercials, whatever we got to do. But you need to run for that. So you going to run for that, man? All right, if you run for that, I'll send you some battle gloves to start off the season. We got a deal? All right, man. So future student council member Lazarus. Now, outside of that, man, what do you like to do outside of school or football?
I read a lot and I play a lot of video games.
What books are you interested in?
Like Greek mythology and stuff.
Greek mythology. All right. So who's your favorite Greek god?
Probably Hercules or Poseidon.
Hercules or Poseidon. Well, everybody knows the Hercules story. What do you know about Poseidon? Let's get our audience up to speed.
He broke a rule, had a kid, and he's a god of like water and stuff.
Okay. So outside of that, man, so you're into reading. What actually got you into Greek mythology? What sparked your interest?
I just read one book and it was a series, so I just kept reading them and then found more books like that.
Man, you're almost like a commercial for all these English teachers. Man, you just picked up one book, you sparked his interest, and he started a lifetime of reading thick, hard books. And that's why he should be recruited to go to college. Now, but outside of that, man, just to move on before we wrap it up, do you have any shout-outs? Do you have any clubs, organizations, something you want to bring light to before we get done?
Shout out to Coach Boykins for giving me the opportunity to play with them these last 2 weeks. And shout out to my dad for always helping me get better and improve my feet work and stuff that I'm trying to do to get to the next level.
We got Father's Day coming up, Juneteenth, an official holiday. You got to put a name on that black father.
Dale Lazarus, same as me.
Hey, shout out to Dale, man. You're definitely raising a very well-spoken and intelligent young man. And we look forward to seeing him run for the vice president of his student council at Pearland High School. And he thinks I'm not going to check up on him. I am. And we're going to send him some gloves after he runs. But, man, appreciate you coming out. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. I'm serious.
Used to be a dreamer, but you know I found.
Hi, this is Shannon Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We are reporting live from beautiful west side of Fort Worth. I've got my guy, Jakeithan Owens, all the way from Houston, Texas. Well, correction, my bad, Madisonville, Texas. I don't want to just say Houston. Parents pay a lot of money to live in Madisonville. So outside of that, man, how have you been enjoying the tournament? What's the experience been like out here at this Premier Events tournament?
It's been amazing. Just having the feeling to get out and come down here. My first time playing 7-on-7 this year, and I just like the experience all around.
Okay, man. So, man, what's it like just being a part of BYF?
It's amazing. Like all the coaches and stuff, they're determined to get us better, help us win and get ready for the season and go on to college.
All right, man. So, speaking of college, what current high school are you attending, and what position do you play on your high school team?
I attend Madisonville High School, and I play wide receiver and cornerback.
All right, man. So, how have you been adjusting to the high school game now that you're here?
this past year, I played on the freshman team, and now I'm getting starting to get moved up to varsity next year, and playing this game helps me with my footwork and like all around, and helps me experience like going against bigger guys and stuff.
All right. Well, you sound like someone who's definitely using the most of your opportunities. So, outside of athletics, man, outside of football, what other sports or activities are you involved in?
I play track and basketball.
All right. Now, do you do anything outside of athletics?
Not really.
Come on, man. Y'all always want to make me dig, man. So you don't play no games. You don't have no clubs. Spend no time at church. You do something outside of football. Now, it's been COVID. You maybe haven't done it as much as usual. So what do you do outside of football?
Mostly play the game and ride bikes with my friends from school.
Ooh, what games you play, big dog?
2K, sometimes Fortnite, not really that much though, but Call of Duty.
All right, man. He avoided the Madden smoke. I was going to come see you. Excuse me. Good thing for you, but I think my son want that Call of Duty smoke, man. So not that Call of Duty, that Fortnite smoke. So you might have to drop that gamer tag. You might be coming for your neck.
Gamer tag, just my name and like just a dash at the end.
All right, man. Dre the Dripper say he gonna come see what you're talking about. But anyways, man. So outside of that, man, what do you do for fun? I'm not gonna lie. That was a trick question. I was trying to see if you was telling me the truth about that. Was all you did. You just asked the same question a different way. But all right, man. We didn't get towards the end of the interview. You definitely put on for your team and put on for your school and your family. So before I let you go, do you have any organizations? Do you have any clubs or anything you want to bring light to before I let you go? And it could be a person or organization.
I just want to shout out to the whole BYL family and Coach Boykins for giving me this opportunity, and I want to thank my mom for like helping me with everything and like just getting me into BYL.
All right, man. Now, haven't eaten in a while, so you got to put a name on it, man. We gotta know everybody. My mom's name's Mom. His name Mom. Her name. Your name Mom too. And that's my son, so you know what I'm saying? So we got to put some names on your mom.
Latasha Bird.
All right, shout out to Latasha. You're definitely raising a very well-spoken, well-behaved young man. As you can send him all the way up to Dallas and not worry about him because you know he's going to do the right thing. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live.
AV division winners, the champions, I-Train.
We had the MVP coach. Who was your MVP one more time? Marcus, my man. I should have known who I dripped out, man. So
Championship trophy and a little bit of blank. Congratulations.
Hey, coach.
I'm Presley Harper. I go to Argyle Middle School, class of 2025, QB and safety.
All right, Missy. What would you say if you had an 8-piece top and bottom?
We gonna smack them.
They gonna smack them. I'm gonna let you guys break it out on that note. We gonna bring them.
Running every single time. And we got these wide receivers who help get me open, help move defenders off me, and team time.
What do you C4 out of Atlanta, Oklahoma.
The coach, that's a first. The coach didn't even want that. You need to know about this team.
We're gonna come to work, man. We're gonna put up a fight, no cap.
Fight, no cap.
We ain't having no more tears in our eyes, right?
Yes, sir.
We turn that right there into triumph. We turn our tragedy into triumph. Hey, they showed it out on the field. They left it all on the field today. Logan Taylor.
So what kind of sports car am I supposed to compare this team to? I'll let you.
Come on, get us a nice one.
Lamborghini.
All right, my bad. You're piloting a Lamborghini.
Oh my dog, no! Oh my dog, no! Oh my dog, no!
Ooh, you was good at it. Why you was
Bench USA. Congratulations, champions.
What do I need to know about the squad?
That we're the best and like never give up.
That'll be the follow-up. Go on, break it out on that note. About this team.
And they can't stop us.
Yes, and that. About this squad. They finna get beat. That'll be the final word. I'm gonna let you guys break it out on that one.
If this is for them, this MVP trophy is for everybody. We all played our heart out.
Now.
Yeah.